Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now. Oladipo, brought to you by Undisputed.
People, are you ready? Yes. No. We waited 8 years for this. People, are you ready? I'm going to try it one more time because I know you've got more vibes than this. I've seen the comments on YouTube. Come on now. People, are you ready for the Green Chair Live? Yes! You know what a journey Ade's been on. You know it's been a long journey. You've been there with him from East London, starting at Islington Council. Then he's gone all the way through TV and radio, Talk Sport, DAZN, Sky Sports, Sky Sports News, the first black presenter of a Premier League game. This is the guy that you've all been supporting, you've all been watching, you've followed his journey. Who knows about the green chair that you see on the stage? Who knows about the green chair? Make some noise if you know about it. Right. Are you ready for the Green Chair Live? Are you ready for the Green Chair Live? Yes. Right. Here he is, the one and only. Make some noise for him. Ade Oladipo. Come on, make some noise, make some noise. I want to hear.
Holy shit. This is crazy. No, stop. Guys, this is crazy. This is mental that you're all here. I can't believe this. I can't believe that this has come to this and that you're all here. And I know a lot of you have come from out of London. Some of you have flown in, which is just, it blows my mind that you've flown in. But thank you so much for coming to the first ever Ade Oladipo Green Chair Live. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. That doesn't look like me, does it really? I know it's been like, they kind of edited that just a little bit, didn't they, to be fair? But no, honestly, thank you to my little sister for being here as well. Now look, it's been a crazy journey. Me in this chair, as you can see, it's been a crazy journey. But me in this chair have come a long way. Those of you that have followed the journey for 8 years, you know that we came back from Nigeria, just to kind of give you a quick synopsis of it. We came back from Nigeria. We were like here. We were struggling, and I decided to just sit on this chair and start, we might swear a lot in this, by the way. So yeah, hopefully there's no kid. Start talking shit about boxing. And we did that, and we did nearly 700 videos on this chair of me just talking to a camera. At the time, it was like a little iPhone. I had a little mic, and I decided to kind of pump out the videos to get me out of the hole I was in. And slowly but surely, we got out of that hole. I was very open and honest, talking about mental health and depression, things that affect a lot of people daily. And I wasn't scared or shy to talk about those subjects because that was me, it still is me. These are things that we still go through, but we power through them now. That's the difference between me and the guy that sat on this chair 8 years ago. And as Andrew, the voice of God, wonderfully said, we've been quite lucky to get a few gigs over the last few years. We have done Sky Sports, we have done Talk Sport, we do DAZN, we've done Amazon. But I say that, and I really, really mean this. This is by far the most important thing for me. My YouTube, without my YouTube channel, nothing would come, nothing matters. I feel like I'm 100% authentically Ade Oladipo when I sit on the YouTube channel. When I do stuff for DAZN, I kind of have to toe the line a little bit. When I do stuff for Talk Sport, again, toe the line. But when I sit on that, I feel like I'm free. And because I feel free, it kind of just makes me feel kind of warm inside. So to see all of you faces, I wish this was like AI and I could see the YouTube usernames. So I can almost put everyone's name to a YouTube, because I know there are some old school people here that have been following me since Box Talk days with Ryan. Is anyone here from Box Talk days? Is anyone here from that? Wow. I know you. And he started a YouTube channel. Well done as well for starting your own YouTube channel. This will be your thing soon. So look, it's been an amazing journey. 8 years has been incredible. I wanted to do this as a way to meet everyone. And this is important to me as well, to kind of, again, put faces on usernames, for you guys to come. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to talk a bit of boxing. That's what we all love, right? It's a crazy sport. It's almost the wild, wild west of sports. It has no rules, no regulations. You can kind of do whatever you want. But we do so, we have some good fights as well. We have some good fighters. A few special guests might come through the door. You know what boxers are like. They think they can turn up when they want. But we've got some good people here as well. So look, let's have fun. I'm going to have a drink just because I can. It helps with the nerves as well a little bit. I'm going to sit on the green chair and we're going to get my first guest out. And this guy, I asked him to do this because he does what I do. Maybe not as good as the way I do it, because that's quite difficult, but he does the best he can at doing all the press conferences. You guys see him from Queensbury. He does all the press conferences. I think it's the hardest job in the world to kind of sit in between fighters that don't want to talk and go down the barrel of a camera. And he does it, I think, the best in the business right now and doesn't get enough credit for doing it. So my first guest, again, you guys know him from Queensbury, does all the stuff for Riyadh season, is Dev Sahni. So let's put our hands together for Dev. Is that alcohol? What's that?
That's just Diet Coke.
Just Diet Coke?
But I'll have some, though.
You have some as well? Okay, cool. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were a drinker, Dev. You're going to have that with Diet... Okay, you can mix that with Diet Coke.
Mix it up, bro.
This is crazy, Dev, isn't it?
Mate, I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it because you are smashing it right now.
Well, calm down.
By the way, no, but listen, this green chair has gone from like your bedroom
Yes.
to now here in front of all these people. Can we just like get a round of applause for Ade? This is absolutely amazing.
See?
Well done.
He is such a presenter, isn't he? Like he's doing. That's what I do. You're trying to take my stuff. That's what I do. But honestly, when I asked you to do this, and look, we meet in Riyadh most of the times, right? Saudi Arabia. It's weird because we've never linked up in London. This is our first time. We meet about 7,000 miles away. But when I asked you to do this, it's because I think what you do is so difficult because I've done it and I hate doing it and I always refuse to do it. But you host all the press conferences for Riyadh season, so the biggest boxing events right now in the world. Are you shitting yourself when you're doing it?
Do you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll tell you, I was shitting myself more. The first one that I did it on a Zoom. It was like Brad Foster against James Beach Jr. And it was the first one I'd ever done. They said, Dev, do you want to try and do this? We're going to do it on Zoom. It was in lockdown. And I was so nervous, much more nervous for that than I was for Usyk versus Dubois.
Oh, stop it, I don't believe you.
And all of
I don't believe you.
Honestly, like for that stuff, that was like this. Like if I mess this up, what do I get sacked? It's lockdown, you know, people are losing jobs and stuff. Is that the end of Dev Sahni? But it was all right.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Did you always want to do this?
Do you know?
People always ask me. I think a lot of people always ask me, like, was I ever thinking about doing this? And I always say no. Like I was just at Islington Council taking calls about parking and council tax. Like I had no ambition for this. I was just happy to get my money and go to the bar after and go home.
Look, I was kind of like that as well. In terms of I worked in online marketing for a European rail company. So my job was to try to convince people instead of flying to take a train.
Oh, wow.
You want to go to the south of France? You want to go to, Nice? Take a train. You don't have to fly. It can be cost effective.
I've done it. The Eurostar's wonderful.
It's very green as well, so it's a good thing to do. So that was kind of my job, and I thought, this is it. This is great. Yeah. I like this. I can back this. But I got really bored, mate. I got really bored, and one day, I love boxing. One day I just sent my CV to Box Nation at the time. So this was 11 years ago. Sent my CV to them and just said, I really like boxing. I'm really bored. I'd love to do some sort of marketing in boxing. Have you got anything, guys?
Yeah.
And I didn't hear anything for like 6 months, so I didn't think anything of it. Then the phone call came. And
from Frank? Who?
No, so it was the marketing manager at the time of Box Nation. I don't think she's on the scene anymore, but she just called me, said, we've got this job. It's a digital manager job. Let's see if you can do your online stuff for us. Did a bit of an interview. And what I remember from that interview is at the end, I thought, okay, I've done all right here. But then I gave them a real sort of from the heart, this is everything to me. This wouldn't be a 9 to 5. This would be my entire life. This would take over everything that I do
So that's kind of rung true, though.
That's what's happened. I just thought it was a good thing to say. Then I started getting calls at like 9 o'clock. I was like, what's going on here? Didn't get this at Rail Europe. But yeah, I got those calls. And mate, one thing's just led to another. And I'd say it's probably similar to you in terms of you probably just say yes to opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to try this? Yeah. Do you know you can do it? No. But do you back yourself? Yeah. So I just back myself. No matter what they ask me, do it, figure it out later. Just say yes.
It's weird though, with me, although I say yes, and this is dead honest truth, I am so scared. And I feel like people maybe don't see it at home. I'm like, whatever, Ade. No, it's so true. Like when they say, Ade, you're going to host a press conference. I don't know which one I think. I think I did Terence Crawford, Israel Madrimov. Yeah. And they said it was in New York. And they didn't give me like a heads up. It was like, in 2 days, you're going to host this press conference. I was like, no way. And in my head, I'm thinking, please let it be cancelled. Like somehow, let something happen. I don't know, New York's crazy. Let something happen. And I did it, and the sweat, like, that's why we always wear like black and stuff, so you don't notice the sweat. Because the nerves, and Terence Crawford gave me nothing, Madrimov gave me nothing, and I was like, never again.
Mate, it's the worst. Like the least notice I've had is probably for the biggest press conference I've ever done, which was Fury versus Ngannou, which was the first Riyadh season. Right? So that was
big. That's big.
That was big, and like I wasn't told that I was going to be doing it, and I only got told I was going to do it 3 hours beforehand. So they had someone else ready. I'm not going to say who it was. They had someone else. He was going to do it, and ultimately they Queensbury pushed for me to do it, and with 3 hours to go, I jumped in, and that was amazing. John Fury sat there. I looked down the table. Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, Bob Arum, Francis Ngannou, Mike Tyson was at the other end. At one point, John Fury's just like shouting at Mike Tyson. I'd looked down at my notes at one point. I was like, what am I going to ask them? I looked up, John Fury's finger was just here, pointing at Mike Tyson down the other end, shouting, trying to fight him. So
you've had some good ones.
Amazing, mate.
You've had some good ones.
I don't think it'll get better than that.
What's the plan for you? Like what apart from wanting my job, which is fine. I mean, I get it, right? I mean, it's a good job.
Well, I like the way you introduced me as basically a BTEC Adeoladipo, by the way. So cheers for that, mate.
Yeah, just in case someone from the zone, he's good, but he's not that good.
Yeah, cheers for that, yeah.
But no, what is the ultimate goal? Is it to kind of present, because you do everything else with it. You do the press conferences, you do the weigh-ins, you do face-offs, you do all the stuff, all the interviews. Is it to be the presenter?
I think so, mate. I think so for now. I've done some strange things. I remember in the build-up to Dubois versus Usyk, the first fight, they had a press conference in Poland, and I went out there not to present the press conference, but to be a Queensbury rep for Daniel Dubois. So to be the kind of the Frank in that role and like go, Usyk, he's going to knock you out. Like, and then later that week, I hosted the UK press conference. Very strange, but I did enjoy that. I enjoyed sort of saying.
Do you like hosting the presses?
I guess so. I mean, when you get good ones, it's good. There's like when it delivers. When you've got Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I don't know
okay, I missed that. Know him. Like when I did Eubank Ben, because I knew it was going to kick off, you ain't going to say anything. Yeah. And when the egg slap came, I was like, mate. Gold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That is gold for me because you know. Or when I did the face-off for like AJ Dubois, when AJ said I'm going to smash your head, I was like, yes, because you know it's gold.
Beautiful.
But when I get ones and they don't talk,
I had like a 2-week period where I had Fabio Wardley and Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller got up, tried to fight him straight away, sat down, everything calmed down. Then he got up again, tried to fight him. Beautiful. I didn't even have to ask him anything. Then I had Jamie TKV chucking a table over at David Adelaide.
Amazing.
These are the
This is what you need.
Dreams. But I have had ones where I'm saying, oh, you're looking forward to the fight. How's your camp gone? And they're like, just ready to fight.
That's Beterbiev.
Oh, mate.
He's the hardest.
He don't say nothing.
He doesn't say anything. And he looks at you like he wants to fight you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not fighting you. This ain't between us. Like,
no, it's not just me.
No, it's nothing to me as well. I ask him a question to stir it up and he genuinely looks at me like, stop asking me these questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I need to ask you. We've only been going 5 minutes. I need to ask you more.
But then you do get some fighters where you need to almost, you need to ask them the question but also answer it for them and basically give them the answer in there, because they don't want to talk too much. So I'll say something like, obviously this is a big moment for you, and with your knockout rate, you must be very confident that you're going to knock this guy out on Saturday. I've said it for you. just say yes. Just say yes. Right, come on. But then sometimes they don't. They're like, we'll see, you know, God's plan. Please. But I'm trying.
It makes me laugh when both of them say God's plan. I'm like, yeah.
What is his plan? What is his plan?
He's going to make a choice here. I don't know.
Find out Saturday night, live on Design.
Do you think boxing is in a healthy space right now? I almost feel like we moan as boxing fans. I always say this on my YouTube. We moan as boxing fans, but I look around and I know a lot of the fights are going to Saudi and everything like that, but I almost feel like at least we're getting them. So I feel like it's in a very healthy space, but I do worry the fact that in Britain we've only got one world champion.
Yeah, that one world champion thing, I feel like it's going to change. Like, we've got fighters fighting for world titles. We've got Anthony Yard, I know he's up against it against Benavidez, fighting for world titles. Usyk, what's he going to do with those belts? I'm sure he'll start at some point probably giving them up or having to fight British heavyweights. We've got guys out there, so I'm not too concerned, and I'm seeing the fights that I want to see. To be fair, I was curious about Crawford versus Canelo. Great, I'm going to see it. It's on next week.
I love that fight.
You know, it's so good. Beterbiev Bivol, who's going to win that? I bet they can't put it together. They have. They've done it twice.
Who do you think wins Crawford Canelo?
I was just talking about this backstage with your other guests, and which I'll leave a surprise for now. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Crawford, but I kind of want Canelo to win.
Oh, that's the end of you. You can put your drink down. Because I really want Crawford to win. I don't know why.
Do you know what it is?
I'm tired of Canelo just dominating this sport and not fighting people that he should fight.
I just feel like if Crawford wins, he's done.
Okay, because he's 38.
I think he takes money out of the sport. If he wins, he leaves the sport. What's next?
Yeah, you've been around. You've been around Frank Warren. That is promoter talk.
The thing is, I'm looking at it.
That is such a promoter.
I'm thinking if Canelo wins, Hamza Shiraz. What a fight! Yeah, another big money fight. I just can't see Crawford winning and then fighting the next line of Shiraz and guys.
If Canelo wins, he definitely, this is not even a scoop, fights Hamza Shiraz next.
It feels like it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm bang up for that, and I think I just kind of want that. Really, really biased. I'm sorry, guys, but that's what I want.
No, that's a wonderful fight. Hamza might come today, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be coming today.
Yeah,
he's in London. I reached him out. I said, Hamza, come on, I need you.
Hamza's the man.
I haven't sold so many tickets. Like, help me. Let me put your face up. We both have seen Usyk up close and personal now several times. Is he the best fighter you've ever seen? So not on TV, but in person.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like magic when you're watching it.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Like, that horrible Daniel Dubois knockout. Obviously, I was wanting Daniel Dubois to win both times, but that last one was just the way he did it, the way he was just collecting data for the first couple of rounds, seeing what Dubois was going to do, and then just ironing him out. Horrible, but wonderful at the same time. And you do sort of feel like he's the guy that we'll be talking about in 10, 20 years and us going, do you remember Usyk? Oh, he was good, wasn't he?
So special. And the way in which he's just battering us Brits.
Oh, it's like he's got something against British people. I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure it's not the case.
He's just destroying Brits,
he comes over here and he just bashes them up.
And it sounds like he really wants to hurt them.
It really does. It really does. Don't push the horses, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Horrible. But
who do you think Dubois fights next? I feel like you have insight because you are Queensbury. I don't lie, Dev. I feel like you've got...
Yeah. I don't, mate.
Dude, why are you moving in your seat? I feel like there's some sort of insight as to what Daniel Dubois does.
I think he'll end up fighting me if I start giving away secrets. But
do you think he fights before the end of the year? What are we now?
September.
October, November. They're
tight. Talking about Moses. No, he won't fight Moses. But they're talking about Moses coming back in December. So you'd imagine there'll be some sort of card where he could be on there. But I don't know. It feels like, so what's his last few fights been? They've been pretty heavy duty, right? Like Usyk, AJ. Joshua.
Yeah, he needs an easy, gimme type fight.
I guess so, but I don't know if he'll get it, and he might not fancy that. Some fighters will want to just get back in. Some fighters will probably just be like, let me just go and knock out the guy who's up there and get back to.
I'm surprised, and AJ's my guy. You guys know this, right? Got a tattoo of AJ. I'm joking, but I'm surprised AJ's not said, "Give me Dubois." Yeah, like, let's go. Let's run it back. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just roll the dice, get in shape, fuck's sake. And this fight again.
I'd love
Such a big fight.
It like that defeat. It must.
That defeat hurt me so much. And the thing is, I've got to be careful actually because obviously I'm ringside and I've got to not celebrate or cry when someone I like loses. And when AJ got knocked down, I literally was like, oh my god. And knowing I've got to go in the ring after.
You Dubois, didn't you?
Yeah. And I walked over to Dubois like, yeah, you beat him, didn't you? Like, I was so angry. Walking over, I was livid. I was like, hey, and I was rubbing AJ's shoulder. It's okay, AJ. It's okay. But I was so upset by it. Yeah. I was so upset.
That was good Dubois though. Like in terms of even on the mic.
You wanted Dubois to win, didn't you?
Of course.
You said some bullshit about AJ back in the
day. No, what are you on about? What are you on about? Look, me and AJ are cool. We are on...
are you guys cool now?
We're on fist bumping. I fist bumped him a couple of times. He's fist bumped me back, I think. Yeah. I think. So, yeah, we're good now. But, yeah, obviously, look, Dubois was... I remember him coming into the Queensbury office and I was in the kind of PR role at that point. I did his first interview, writing down his answers, like talking to him and his dad. So we sort of, we come through together almost. He was doing very different things to me, obviously, like knocking people out. But yeah, I did want him to win and he did.
Okay, it's nice. And on that bombshell, you can go.
Yeah.
But a round of applause for Sahni as well.
See you, my friend. Well done, mate.
Pretty good, isn't he? He's pretty good. Oh, it's the missus is late, but no, take your seat. It's no. It's okay. Dev is good, isn't he? Dev has got. This is why I mentioned, and this is why I really wanted to have Dev on because I have done the job that he does now, and I know how difficult it is. And sometimes I do believe, and he's probably going to hate me saying this. I feel like he gets stick for it, and I'm like. That's the hardest job in the world, to host a press conference with fighters that don't want to speak and don't want to say anything. And I think he does an incredible job. I think he's getting better. Do I want him to take my job? No, obviously. Will he take my job? No, obviously. But no, like, I've worked with him now for a few months and I think he's incredible. And I honestly, I wish him the best of luck. Guys, before I bring on my next guest, I do want to say that there is a bar upstairs called a Rotunda. So hopefully, after this, we can all go up to the bar and meet and cuddle and take drinks and take photos and do what we all do. And that will be around 8:30 as well. But please don't go straight after because I want to do one of those, you know those selfies where it looks like there's a million people in here? So we're all going to have to kind of group around and this little hole there, that corridor, no, fill it. Because I want to, 10,000 people turned up. So we'll do that. All right, my next guest is, look, I think ladies in boxing, is almost something that isn't discussed enough. Again, I do events all over the world, and there are so many ladies that do so much behind the scenes in boxing. I say behind the scenes, in front of the camera. I see lady trainers right now. Obviously, females in boxing are doing incredibly well. Some of the best fighters in the world are females. Katie Taylor, Clarissa Shields, just to mention a few. This lady has worked with Top Rank for over a decade, one of the biggest promoters in the world, the biggest boxing promoter in America. So she's worked with the likes of Tyson Fury, Terence Crawford, so on and so forth. And I had to get her on here because I can see quite a few ladies here as well. So she might be able to motivate you as well. Here you go. Melissa Takimoglu is with me now. Be honest, did I butcher your surname?
No.
Takimoglu, okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Mel, thank you so much for coming. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
This is a great turnout.
This is good, isn't it? This is good. This is good. You do incredible stuff behind the scenes.
Yes.
How difficult was it for you to get into boxing? Considering, as I say, I almost feel like there's a wall when it comes to females in boxing because everyone at home, because all we see is men on television, everyone thinks it's a male-dominated space, and it isn't.
No, it's not. It's going to take too long to go through that, so I'm going to...
Yeah, it's in the timer here. We're like 40 minutes,
God,
20 seconds for you to tell that story.
Let's speed this up. When I got into it about 12 years ago, there was no representation for my role as PR or anything to do with that at all. So I kind of went into it. I went to York Hall, my first ever boxing match, fell in love with the place, and got introduced to some fighters. They were like, oh, can you help me sell tickets? I was like, I've never really worked in boxing before. This is like carnage. Yeah. But there's something infectious about that place. It's still one of my favourite venues.
York Hall is incredible.
It's like unbelievable. Anyway, so I started to meet with the managers and the trainers and like, publicist, what's a publicist? Why does he need a publicist for? Why does, my fighter's paying 2 jobs, they're trying to sell tickets, you've got to pay 10% to him, 20% to him. And I was like, it's up to you. Like, I'm just being asked to, come and help. And it was so difficult to try and get that message across to people. eventually, a couple of fighters took me on from Miguel's boxing gym, and they started seeing the ticket sales go up, you know, the social engagement go up, and they're like, oh, this woman thinks, you know.
I could have used you to get the bigger hall. Ticket sales. I needed you like 6 weeks ago. Yeah.
I needed the summer off. But yeah, it just did really well. And then like that's when they started to sort of understand, and that was at the small hall, Steve Goodwin at the time. Yeah. Then I was like, okay, this is going to be so many similar people's stories. I went to Matchroom in Queensbury, and it's like knocking on the door, and they're like, nope. I was like, okay, try and getting into a press conference or go to a fight. Who are you? Who are you? You don't have accreditation. I'm like, how do you get into boxing? This is impossible. Yeah. So I nearly gave up, and then Isaac Dogbe got in touch with me, who was fighting Jesse Magdalena for the WBO title. And
how long ago? What were we saying? 10 years?
That was 2013, say 2016, okay, season 15, 16. And then he was like, can you come and be my publicist for this fight? I said, where? America? I said, hell no. Yeah. Like, no way. Top rank, Bob Arum, no way. This is way out of my league. I can't do it. Anyway, we went, he did it. He became a world champion. I was like, I have a world champion. What am I going to do now? How does this work? And then, you know, the Bunces and Gareth Davis, everyone started calling me. And we were like jumping up in the locker room like, we made it, we made it. Yeah. And then the rest is history. Obviously, he met Bob Arum, and he loved what I did with Isaac. Fast forward, we signed Tyson Fury. Frank Warren remained his UK promoter. We were his US promoter. So Bob and Frank always had a good relationship, even to now. They're close. And I was then assigned to sort of look after Tyson and all the other top-ranked stable to this day.
She makes that sound like a very easy kind of manoeuvre, and it isn't. When I see her at the biggest events in Saudi, the biggest events, and it doesn't get any bigger than Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, she's the one that puts Tyson Fury in the room that I'm in to interview. Like, Ade, Tyson Fury, Ade. I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm always asking her, is he in a good mood?
I ask myself that when I'm driving to work.
Tell me he's in a good mood because this is good. And she's like, yeah, he likes you. It's okay, Ade, he likes you. How difficult or good or easy is it working with Tyson Fury? Because I've sat down with him a few times, and sometimes it's the best, and sometimes it's quite hard. The last one was quite difficult.
It is quite hard. Look, I got thrown right in the deep end, all right? So you can imagine after that build-up. I'm glad I did the grassroots because that gave me the fundamental lessons, right? And Top Rank really do allow me to do what I want to do. They allow me to be creative, which is very rare to find. So when I met Tyson, it was actually at a Queensbury event. Okay. And he interviewed me, literally on the spot. Who are you? Why have you got a British accent? You work for a Top Rank. Why are you not American? And I'm just like, oh my God. And we somehow just talked about how I'd had an experience, really bad experience with depression during some of that period. And we just connected. And he was like, yeah, I was at that fight, and we was talking and getting into it. And he'd just written his book in which he openly talked about his mental health. Yeah. So I said to him, look, you're going to go to America now. ESPN are going to want to do a big sit down with you. I really think that you should talk about your mental health. And he was like, nope, done the book, that's it, I don't want to know about it. Then somehow a producer came over and said, like, how would you think we should approach the situation? And I was like, don't sell him as the next big heavyweight. Talk about mental health. Someone of his stature, that would be an amazing message for, you know, for men around the world to just understand that it's normal. Someone
heavyweight champion of the world talking about depression.
So then, anyway, it happened, and then he's his own enigma. Like, he doesn't need a publicist. He doesn't need a promoter. Like, he can promote himself. But it was just about placing him in the right place. It took time to build the trust with the family, with Paris and the kids, and you know, all the brothers are very protective over him. And it just took time to break down those barriers. And I just think he just saw me as just a normal person, a genuine. And his team is all the same people. If you notice, we don't change. Same. He keeps the same people. And he just trusted me to carry out that work. So, yeah.
Mel, everyone wants to know this. Why have we not seen Tyson Fury AJ, Mel?
Oh, right. I'm going to...
Mel, what is going on, Mel? Have we ever been close to it? Have we ever been close to the point where you felt like, okay, this is going to happen?
Off the record, you know, it's off the record, is it? We're here.
Get that live.
There has been many talks, obviously, in the office. Of course there has. There's been so many... There has been lots of talks, not just that. There's so many talks. Obviously, I'm privy to these conversations. I'm in the office or I'm around these people. You hear a lot. Spence, obviously, his management. It was going to happen so many times. They even DM'd each other at one point. I'm sure that's been reported.
Yeah, that's been reported,
If not, now people know. They DM'd each other. It's just, sometimes it's just not the right time, the right place. That's all it is. And I think, for me, I'd love to see it.
And I think it will happen?
I hope so.
No.
No, I do. How am I going to know?
Well, you
I'm
know
actually
more
the
than I
last to
know and
know.
stuff.
Believe it or not, I am the last to know. Even though I'm the one that's promoting the fights
Yeah.
and the fighters, I'm always the last to know when things happen.
Don't believe you.
I swear to God. I'm the last to find out. And then it's like, go promote it. But hopefully it happens. I'll be gutted because I'd love to have that on my CV.
Yeah.
And there was talks of, it definitely not happening. I was like, I can't leave this industry without that fight happening.
Same.
It has to
I was
happen.
going to run away and do football. But I'm hanging on just to do this
Please
because
don't.
I'm desperate to do the face-off.
Yeah,
Like, it almost
God.
be like the dream, like Fury, AJ, in the middle, Frank, Eddie. Like, you'd sell pay-per-view just for the face-off.
They have nothing against each other.
I'd stir some shit up.
Like, all this... No, they don't
I'd go
though.
down to as low as level as he said, your mum.
No, don't do that.
I would go that
Don't
low
do that, no.
to stir it up.
Then I'm not making them available.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
I would stir it up. But how is Tyson now?
I don't know.
I see him jogging. I feel like he's teasing us.
Everyone seems to think that I speak to him every day or something. I don't. This is how it works. He turns up to fight week. He gets out the car. There's hundreds of people. Mel, where am I going? Left, right. This is what you're doing. He wants to know what time he's starting, what time he's finishing. He doesn't care who he's talking to. He doesn't want any topics. He leaves it to us. And the golden rule is, I'll do 100 interviews. For you today, he's the hardest working fighter that we have.
No, I will say, I'm happy
Genuinely.
you said this. I will say this because
Yeah.
a lot of boxers come in and they only want to do the main media. So they only want to do BBC, Sky, DAZN, ESPN at the time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't even want to touch the YouTubers. Like,
No.
Tyson will line up for hours and do every single platform, and they all
Yeah.
get the same energy,
But
which is rare.
The reason why he does that is because you cannot get hold of him. Like I'm saying, I don't have that relationship. Do I speak to him out of the boxing forum? We're not allowed to speak to him. Yes, I have his number, but I would never call him. Like, I don't disturb him by anything. He's like, you can literally take it all out of me on the fight. When that bell rings, he does the post-presser. We always make sure that he does it win or lose. We always make sure he does it. And he'll say, nice one. Thanks for your hard work. Well done.
Didn't do an
See you
interview
on
in the ring
one.
with me last time.
Sorry, I wasn't there.
Fury Usyk, I was looking
wasn't
for him and he
there.
left. Yeah, he left. Yeah, you left. He left, didn't want to do it. Which I get it, because I was a bit
I was
nervous
actually
anyway.
stuck on the other side of the ring with Bob.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get Bob, I was saying, Bob, do you want to go in the ring or not? Because obviously it takes a bit of time to get him in there.
93.
So I'm trying to deal with him. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Be
He's
patient.
very fragile.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to happen to him on my watch.
Yeah.
So I was on the other side of the ring and I looked and I was like, for God's sake, why have you let him go? Like, you can't be in two places at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, listen, he's a very hard worker. And when these young fighters, they come and they're like, I want to work with you. Can you make me famous like, Tyson Fury? I'm like, if you don't have that, you don't understand the work ethic.
Yeah.
They really don't.
It's the other side of it now. It isn't just enough to be a good boxer.
No, God,
Like, there's
no.
so much more you need to do. And I feel like it's a shame that we are losing Tyson Fury and AJ because they were just the powerhouses.
Yeah.
I don't like to see two at the same time. They normally get one and then another, but to see two at the same time, around the same age, the fact that we're going to lose both in 12 to 18 months, I cry in my cornflakes.
Something's telling me that it's going to happen.
You know something.
I don't know
It's okay.
anything.
Look, you're not going to get
No,
fired,
I'm just
Mel. You're
telling you,
Mel. You're
wait.
not going to get fired. You know something.
I don't know. I just have a feeling like it's going to happen. And Turkey, obviously, is very much, His Excellency wants it to happen.
What do you make of all that? Like, obviously, America's where it was. And for me, it's still where it is. I mean, America, a big fight in Vegas or Madison Square Garden is still the ultimate. But the massive fights now that are going to Saudi, I mean, the size of them. This one we've got November 22nd. It's incredible.
I know.
What do you make of the change with, and it's only happened in the last 2 years. The Fury and Ngannou one it'll be 2 years in October.
Yeah.
What do you make of that, the change that's happened to
Well,
boxing?
when I got the call to say this Saudi thing was happening, I was like, what? Everyone was a bit puzzled.
Yeah.
I went out there in August and it was the first time I'd ever been to Saudi Arabia, full stop. And I walked out of the hotel and I thought I'd stuck my head in an oven. Like, it was that hot.
So hot.
And I was like, I don't think I can work in this country. Oh my God, this is too hot. Anyways, we went down to where Kingdom Arena is, right? And there was nothing. There was like a shell of a building. And they're like, yeah, there's going to be an arena here in 12 weeks. So I'm looking at my boss, Brad Jacobs, and I'm like, it's not going to happen. Like, how? Yeah. And it was, Francis Ngannou, Tyson Fury,
That was
where
the
the
best one.
ring came out of the ground.
It was incredible.
We were on a call every single Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I'm sure Deb was on the calls too. And about how this was going to happen. And when that fight, there's never been anything like that campaign. Fast forward to the fight week, we turned up, did the media, and as it got closer to the thing, Spencer comes over, he's like, right, Mel, get Tyson, we're going down into the basement of this hotel. I'm like, oh, okay, went down this corridor, and there's like so many security, and I'm going to meet Turkey. Well, not me personally, I've never spoken to him.
Never spoken to Turkey?
Never spoken to him.
I can call it. Where's my phone?
No, don't do that. No, I'm fine. I'm fine,
You
thanks.
sure?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm fine.
okay.
I like being behind the scenes.
He's now talking to me. It kind of got a bit tricky. Yeah.
You can speak to him. Back to Turkey, please, no. And we went down this corridor, there's all this security, and we go in the room, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. First time in my life I got yes, I got a starstruck, and I was like, what are we doing here? What's happening? They were just chatting away. It was like a meet and greet. And then no one was taking a picture of them. And I was like, no, you have to take a picture. So you know Nav, the guy that does his suits? I'm going, Nav, give me your phone. I didn't have my phone. Give me your phone, I need a picture. I was like, hi, excuse me, so we do a picture, Tyson? Should we do a picture? Right, should we do a head-to-head? And I took that. I was the one that took the famous picture of them doing the head-to-head. And I just sent it to every single agency and outlet, like once we got the approval, obviously. And then we come out, bumped into Mike Tyson.
Crazy.
He's like, well, which way am I going? I was like, hi, I'm Melissa from Top Rank. Do you need help? He's like, I don't know where I'm going. Da, 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 da.
He's very scary, isn't he?
He is.
I know he's short. He's a lot shorter than I thought, but he's quite intimidating.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, I'm his super fan
when they
of
say
him.
don't meet your idols, I was a bit...
Yeah, me too. I'm glad I'm not the only person.
No, I was a bit like, come on, Mike.
So obviously every time we turned a corner, there was like the most famous people there.
You know who I saw that really kind of starstruck?
Who?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, God, yes.
I was like, oh, my God.
Yes.
I remember you from Kickboxer and Bloodsport. Honestly, I was like, oh, my God, Jean-Claude. And Jose Mourinho.
There's the most random people there.
But Jean-Claude, I was like, what are you doing
They
here?
know how to spend
Come to
money
fight.
to get people. Honestly, they were flying them in on jets. But I'd say that campaign was amazing. Look, they're doing amazing things. The fans are winning. They're getting all the dream fights. I'm used to it now. I've got a great relationship with Sella and GEA.
Yeah.
And I've not just had Tyson, we've had Artur Beterbiev. I've got Brian Norman Jr. and ADELEYE Mason on the November card. So yeah, so we'll be going again. So that's the new home of boxing.
You're kind of with the Americans here, aren't you? I mean, you're kind of with the Americans.
Yes.
ADELEYE Mason's fighting Sam Noakes.
Yes.
I'm saying.
I can't help that. I'm so sorry, but no one in the UK wanted to hire me, so I had to go all the way to America to make it.
You've done it.
Okay? I was the only one that would take me.
You've done it. And congratulations on getting married as well.
Thank you
Private,
very much.
but congratulations on getting married as well. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I feel like, one second, it's funny that because you spoke about Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson, Bob Arum, and the applause you get is for marriage.
I know,
all the people.
someone agreed to marry me. I mean, that's a big thing. I'm never home.
Finally, what's Bob Arum like? Because it's weird, I was watching a Muhammad Ali documentary and Bob's there. I'm like, wow.
I know.
Like what Bob's seen. I remember we interviewed Bob in Saudi.
In his hotel when we
was in
did
his
the
hotel.
media day, yeah.
And I can't believe how sharp he is for someone that... I joked and said 93. He is 93, I think,
Yes,
92,
he is.
93.
I think, yes, 93.
He's so sharp, it's incredible. The fact that he doesn't need to be at all these events, but loves to be front and centre.
Oh, he goes
What's
to
Bob
all of
Arum
them.
like?
He is a machine. He goes into the office still every single day. He may not be there at 9 o'clock, but he goes in every day. All the shows, he's the first to arrive ringside. He watches the fights from the start. The fact that every interview he does, just recently, Sandy Ryan, I was out there for that, and Steve Bunce and Patrick were there to interview him. And I'm sitting in there and Steve's asking all these questions about, the old days. And he's still saying all these new stories. And it's the fact that he's so sharp, like it's endless.
Crazy.
And he's fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic to work with. I still pinch myself that I'm still working with him.
Who's the best fighter you've worked with? In terms of, don't do that. Come on, Mel, this is my audience. They don't like that kind of stuff. Like in terms of the best, in terms of just ticking all the boxes. Like nice, perfect, picks up the phone, loves you, everything.
Michaela Mayer.
I knew you was going to say Michaela.
Michaela, she's incredible.
Yeah.
She's incredible. Obviously, Tyson is very professional, but I don't have that kind of relationship with him. But those two are my favourites.
Good win against Sandy Ryan.
Yeah.
What's next for her? Clarissa?
No, she's fighting October 3rd. October 30th. Sorry?
Who's she fighting?
I'll just tell you later.
Go on, tell me.
No, it's fine.
Someone said it. Someone said a name. Who said that name? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, Base is it? Oh, she didn't fight a guy. Okay, so she's fighting October 30th.
Yes. And then, obviously, we were supposed to do the rematch with Natasha Jonas.
Yeah.
That's still stuck on. She wants to fight, obviously, Alicia Baumgardner as well. But, yeah, she's hopefully coming back. She just feels like she's been hard done by in the UK.
Yeah, she has been. A couple of tough results here.
And that's tough, obviously, when
Natasha.
it's your fighter and you're in the ring and you're trying to piece it all together. But it is what it is.
She'll get a big fight. Oh, 0.
That went zero a long time ago.
Did it go zero a long time ago? You didn't want to say anything. Mel, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
She's good. She's good. She does so well. This is getting strong. She does so well. Again, bringing ladies into boxing, which I think is a massive thing. Like me now doing all these events all over the world. Again, I see what all the ladies do behind the scenes, and it's not spoken about enough. It's like, oh, it's male dominated. Well, it's not really. Like a lot of the ladies put all the fights together. They manage fighters. They promote fighters. And I think she's probably the top of the tree in terms of what she does for Top Rank. All right, guys, we are doing a Q&A after. There will be a roaming mic going around in about 30 minutes. So get your questions ready. Me and G-Man are going to answer all the questions, and I'm looking forward to that. All right, let me bring out my next guest. We do a lot together at TalkSport. He's a former European champion. He talks a lot, so I'm a bit nervous that 15 minutes isn't enough for him. So can we extend the clock to 20 because he does like to yapper a bit. Let's bring out Spencer Oliver. Not bad. Good?
I like to talk.
You do like to talk, Spence?
Do
Yeah, a bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit, Spence. Okay. This is nice, isn't it?
It's very nice.
Yeah?
Very nice.
A European champion. Good crowd. European champion, now turned pundit, commentator. So I do, so when I do the boxing events, we have like a DAZN table here, and I'm on that table, and Spence will be on a TalkSport table just a few rows behind. Fuck me, Spence, you scream. Your commentator.
I've got a big voice.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
He's out. I'm like, Spence, calm down.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is?
Calm down.
They call it passion, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Passion.
And we get into my career and how it went and how it ended and everything else. And I think that because of the way that it ended, the fire still burns inside you. So like I'm very passionate about the sport. So when you get caught up in the moment. So when you're commentating and you're in there, especially if it's someone that you know as well, you can't help but sort of like want to be there. And although you got to be sort of like
got to be neutral,
totally neutral, you still get involved and you get sucked in, and that's what boxing is. One of those sports.
It's an incredible sport. I always say this, and I'm a big football fan. You like your football as well. A big boxing event, there's nothing like it.
No.
Like when you, like even like a Fury Usyk, when the referee said, "Here we go," like go to your corners, the feeling inside is incredible. Like, oh my God, this is about to happen. I guess it's going to be the feeling like Canelo Crawford, that like butterflies. Nothing replaces that.
Like you're a part of it. Like you
feel like you're fighting.
Yeah, it's mad. Like. So, could you imagine, like, Anthony Joshua? So, Anthony Joshua was trained by my father, as you know. But to see where this kid come from and where he's got to, and that journey, it's got to be me. It's got to be me. But that journey, like, listen, I knew him when he was on the streets, you know, when he was living the wrong life, when he was smoking, when he was drinking, when he was and he fell into boxing by mistake through his cousin bringing him down to Finchley ABC. And you look at the journey the kid's been on, and you knew he had talent straight away. As soon as you come in the gym, my dad took him on the pads, and you go, the kid's got it. You can just tell. And he fell in love with the sport, and you see him, and he goes on to win at World Silver. Then he goes and wins the Olympic gold, and then wins, you know, British, Commonwealth, world titles. And you look at where his life was going, and you just think, that's what boxing does for people. It gives people hope, but it also transforms their life, and you know that direction that they find. And what he done, Anthony Joshua, by winning that gold in the 2012 Olympics, you go, what he actually done was inspired a whole generation, millions of young kids, and he's transformed so many young lives and probably saved so many lives. And I don't think he gets enough respect for that. You know, people love to put somebody down. You go, he's a two-time world heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist, but more important than that, it's what he done for millions of kids. We live in a world of guns, knives, drugs, you know, all sorts of bad stuff. Anthony Joshua has transformed so many. He's give kids hope, and I think that should be applauded on its own.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. It's funny actually because obviously my relationship with AJ, it's a tough one because on the one hand we have to be honest. So when I do see him maybe struggling, it's difficult for me to say, oh my God, AJ should have done this, should have done that. But AJ is the reason I got into DAZN. I don't know if everyone knows, like he's the reason I got in. So DAZN at the time announced their new team. So I think at the time it was Chris Lloyd, Darren Barker, Maya Jama, Laura Woods. I think AJ was kind of put it out there that there's a kid that does YouTube, that should be on the team, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, who is this kid? My name got mentioned. DAZN reached out to me, and here I am. So I guess I do owe AJ a lot of thanks for getting me into DAZN and, you know, for me still being in DAZN. So, yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? I'm saying all that shit.
I think we do.
I like it.
And you know what?
So when he loses, that really hurts me.
And you know what? And the criticism and the shit that he gets and whatnot.
So much.
Look at when he last boxed Wembley Stadium, Daniel Dubois, right? One, he just attracts everyone, right? Because he fights with his heart on his sleeve. We know he can be a little bit fragile at times. But the guy's got, like, balls of an elephant. It's insane. Like, if he gets knocked
really
down...
big balls, you know.
All he has,
Yeah.
right? Because people, like, look at him. He went down 4 times in that fight, but he keeps getting up, right? And that is sheer entertainment.
Why
and
do
you've
you
got to
think he
respect
gets
him
the
for that.
stick then? What is it?
Because I think that a lot of people just love to hate. A lot of people don't like, you know, people
Comes
that
down to that
succeed.
sometimes, doesn't it?
It does. If you want to strip it down, that's what it comes
Like when
down
you go
to.
down to the raw basics of it, it's just, let's hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you've just got to respect what he's done. But I think it's... Boxing, for me, is just a small part of AJ's journey. I think what he's achieved is phenomenal. Love or hate him, you want to tune in and watch him.
Do you want to
I
see him
think that's what it
continue?
is. But I think what he's done outside of that, you know, for a generation of young kids that were going off the rails or whatever and looked at him and thought, I could be that guy. You know, AJ was 18 at that time, you know, when he was there, and he looked like his life was spiralling out of control. And now look at him now. He's 36 years of age. He's worth a fortune. You know, he couldn't spend his money in 5 lifetimes.
Yeah.
But more importantly, he's transformed so many young kids' lives. And I think that gets overlooked.
Spence, this was a very fun conversation. You've gone very deep. I was having fun with you, but you've gone very deep with it.
Well, let's go fun. Let's go fun.
Go fun?
Let's go fun again.
Let's go fun.
Come on.
Okay, cool. Let's go fun. No, actually, this ain't fun, really. Spence, your career.
Oh, shit. Why have you gone there, mate? That's not fun. I'm going to get people crying here now. This is like...
No, it hurt me, Spence, because I'm of the age when I remember you boxing.
Yeah.
And obviously it ended too early. And look, I'm happy that you're healthy, you're vibrant, energetic, but there was a time when I remember watching you where I was scared that it wasn't going to be that. Do you remember the fight? Do you remember everything? Have you watched it back?
No, I haven't. I watched it. Well, that's a lie, actually. I watched it back once. That was soon after I'd had the accident, made the recovery, and I went into doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I got my first job. I had my accident in May the 2nd, 1998.
Can we tell the people about the accident?
So, yeah, I'll tell you, I'll go through it quickly. So, like, I had a great amateur career. My career actually started in my front room. I was 7 years of age. My dad used to come in from the pub. My brother was 11 at the time. We just started going down the gym. And my dad used to come in the pub and you'd hear that, Spencer, Danny, come on. I think, fuck, I'm going to get beaten up again because it was like a man against a boy. You go downstairs, we put the gloves on, and for his entertainment, we would have it out. But I think ultimately that made... Yeah, I know.
That's not normal.
No,
Make it sound like that's normal.
No.
That's called child
I
abuse.
never said it was normal. I never said it was normal. That's what I said to you. I never said it was normal.
Yeah.
It was never something that I look forward to.
Yeah.
But it built me as a person. It moulded me as a person. It gave me that toughness. So when I did start boxing, you had to be 11 to box. I had my... This is how insane my dad was. You had to be 11 to box. Most kids are having like jelly and ice cream parties, going around, doing whatever. My dad took me as a spare. I wasn't even matched to the Ruislip Working Man's Club. At the time, people could smoke in there and everything else. And matched me up with a guy. He just literally put us back to back like this. And he's like, yep, that goes. I'm like, what is going on here? Do you know what I mean? And I was shitting myself going in there. And I won that fight, but I got the bug for it. And I went on, I had a great amateur career and had a good professional career as well, but things were moving very, very fast. And in my 11th fight, I sort of broke all records at the time. No one had done it. Nazim Hamid had won a European title in his 12th fight. I got an opportunity to fight for the European title. I took that opportunity. I was a big underdog going into it. It's a mad story, this one, actually, as well. I had 1,500 quid. I was getting paid like 8 grand or something. It was terrible. And I had 1,500 quid on myself to win the fight, and I was a big underdog. I was a 7-1 underdog or something. And I won in 4 rounds. So I got paid more through the bet than I did for the fight. Can you believe that? And I was like...
I don't know if that's allowed.
I can bet on myself. If I bet against myself, then it's not allowed. But you can bet on yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bet on yourself. But this is the mad story. I also had another bet that, like, when I turned professional, I'd win a world title before the year 2000. And it was like 18-1 or something. So I had £1,000 on myself to do that. And we got to make your money up somehow, haven't you? You know what I mean? I'm a small guy. They don't get particularly good money. So I had £1,000 on that. And I went through my career and it looked like I was going to get that world title. I was number 2 by all the governing bodies, WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. I think it's going to happen here. I'm going to get my opportunity. One more fight and get the opportunity. May the 2nd, 1998, the Royal Albert Hall, my big moment, come out. I knew it was going to go wrong here, right? So I remember this part. And I come out and they lift me up on a crane. So they've talked me through this, Spence, you're going to come up on this crane, you're going to have the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra singing you in, doing the Omen music. Yeah, great, sounds great. I fucking forgot that I was scared of heights and I didn't think it was going to go as high as it was. So when I get up in this crane, right, so they go. So now I'm coming up, I'm looking over the people like I'm looking here. I think this is beautiful. Royal Albert Hall's packed. I'm in with a kid that I know I'm going to beat, right? This is my moment. I come up and think, fucking hell, this is getting high. People are getting smaller and smaller. And then all of a sudden, I get to the top and I go like this. And I throw a couple of punches. And as I do it, the crane rocks. So if you ever see it back on YouTube, I'm standing there like that. But I was not doing it for any reason. He's looking menacing. I was shitting myself. I'm like that. I mean, get down. And so anyway, it come down. I went in the ring and that was the beginning of the disaster that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I got caught with a shot in the first round and I was struggling to make weight at the time. And you have thousands of blood vessels in and around your brain. And when you become dehydrated, those blood vessels lose the elasticity. They become like bits of straw. And I got caught with a shot. I went over and one of those blood vessels burst. So I had a heavy nosebleed, but that was coming from the brain. And I went through to the 10th round, collapsed in the 10th round. Went into a coma for 2 weeks. They had to operate, they drilled in, like got a hole in the side of my head here, drilled here, opened me up, took my skull out, stopped the bleed, pull it back, stapled it all back together. It's fucking crazy. And
I'm happy we can laugh now, because this is quite a scary story.
Yeah, so stapled it back together. So I wake up 2 weeks later still thinking I'm at the Royal Albert Hall. But I'm not. I'm in the National Neurological Hospital and I've got 98 staples in my head and I can't now walk no more. So I'm there and as I woke up, I've got this thing coming out my mouth, tubes everywhere. And I'm thinking, fuck, I must have been knocked out. This is what's going in my head. I'm thinking, I'm looking around and thinking, I must be in my dressing room. But obviously, I'm going, what's my mum doing here and my dad and whatever. So they're putting ballpoint pens on my hands and my thing to see if everything's reacting, everything's working. So I'm sort of like, oh, what are they doing? What's happening? And I still didn't realise the extent of the injury. I still thought I'd just been knocked out and I thought, fuck, it's going to take me like a year here to so, do you know what I mean? So doctor asked me, do you know where I am and whatnot? And I'm nodding, saying Royal Albert Hall, and they're saying, no, you're in the National Neurological Hospital, you've had an accident. So I thought, yeah, I've been knocked out, this is bad. No one had told me the extent, and I was obviously heavily on drugs because of the injury that I'd had and whatnot. So after about 4 or 5 days, I still didn't know the extent of the injury. And they took the catheter out and they go, right, Spence, today we're going to get you to walk. And I was like, what are you on about? You know what I mean? So I get up on this Zimmer frame. I'm on this Zimmer, and I'm like, whoa, what's happening here? Like, it's not, nothing's moving. Nothing's working. So I'm like sort of doing this and I'm thinking, fuck, it was like a whole rebuilding process again. And I went to the toilet for the first time after, I don't know, a week
Steady.
Or so.
Where are we going with this?
No, this is good. So I go to the toilet.
Yeah.
I'm just going for a number one. So I go to the toilet and I look up in the mirror and I've got half my head shaved here and I've got this, it's in the shape of like what you have on a tennis ball going right round the side of my head. Then I realised, I thought, you know what? Boxing's secondary now. I realised the extent of the injury and I thought, like, boxing's done. Now it's all about rebuilding my life and getting myself back together. Great story. Sorry, I'll carry on. But,
I told you.
Yeah, great story. So
I told you.
I've got a lovely little bit to add to this. So we start walking again. After about 3, I'm on a wall at the time, and I've got this guy called Dave that's next to me, and he's like, I think he was a crackhead that had fallen out of a window and had something. I know, it was great. I know.
Can't say that, Spence.
I know, no, but
he was on drugs.
Yeah, all right, whatever. All right, he was on drugs. Yeah. But you know what I mean, don't you? So, yeah. So anyway, he was in the bed next to me, and so one time I'm there, and I go, right, Dave, I want to spill the, I want to open up a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit emotional. Dave, I've had this accident, and he's like, look at me, do you want a banana, man? And I went, I'm looking up, that must be me. No. So I'm like, yeah, I'm an ex-boxer, and you told me about. Then he offered me something else, like a spaghetti bolognese or something like that, and I was like, that's it. So I've lost the plot. I've got up. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Remember, this is still raw, and I've only just started walking again. Get up. I'm putting my tracksuit on. All of a sudden, I can see this 6'6" figure of a man who used to be my ex-manager, Jess Harding, who boxed for the British heavyweight title. He's walking down. He's like, Spence, what's the matter? I'm like, get me out of this madhouse. I need to go. So I discharged myself after like 6 days, and I got in a cab and we went down Chinatown because I said I wanted to have something to eat. So he put me in this cab.
With your head shaved and everything.
Mate.
You probably look like a crackhead.
Mate. It was worse than that. My head was shaved, but this whole side of it had just been stapled back on. So it was like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen the scar, haven't you? It goes all the way.
Yeah.
It's all off. So...
You've been to Turkey, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. And so, it's another story. I'll go into that in a minute. Give me a minute. So so when we get out at Chinatown, like obviously it was big news, front news of the papers and everything else, because I'd just literally come out of this coma and we didn't have social media then. So everyone's going mad and I'm getting all this big welcome. I say, I want to go in this place here. So we go into this place in Chinatown. I open the door. There's fucking stairs like that in front, and Jess is like, oh my God. So we go in, I get down the stairs, manage to do it. We have the Chinese go back up, and then we go back to the hospital, and then I spend the next 2 weeks recovering before I was released, and the story began from there.
Well, you know what? That round of applause, by the way. I say round of applause, because like me and Spence are good friends now. I didn't know you obviously at the time of the accident, and just as a kid, not that much younger than you, but as a kid watching that and seeing how dangerous it was, I was thinking the worst. I think a lot of people watching it were thinking the worst. So the fact you're here with us now and you talk so much, but talk so well, and we travel the world with each other, Spence, and do so much, is great. All right, let's talk about boxing now. Who's your favourite fighter right now?
My favourite fighter right now would probably be, it might be Bud Crawford.
Yeah?
I think that, because I appreciate the skill set, like the way that he beat Errol Spence.
Oh, incredible.
And you just look at that, like he's going into a 50-50 fight, and this is like who is pound for pound #1 in the world, and the way that he dealt with him, and the ease and the manner that he dealt with him, switching effortlessly from orthodox to southpaw, and the way that he put those shots together and whatnot, and just broke him up. You just look at it and go, you know what? That guy as a welterweight would live with any welterweight in any generation.
I think he could beat Floyd.
It's a great fight.
Someone, oof. I heard someone
Great fight. It's a great fight.
It's not what I asked.
It's a great fight.
It's a tough
Possibly.
fight, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
possibly.
such a good fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think he beats Canelo?
I think he beats Canelo, yeah.
Yeah?
I think he might beat him easier than people think.
Yeah.
You know I'm one for putting my neck on the line, don't you?
Yeah.
Because it could come back and bite me on the arse.
You said Mike Tyson would beat Jake Paul.
That's not a bad shout, though, is it? I mean,
It's kind of horrendous. 60-year-old man in a wheelchair.
To be fair, we went out there, and half the reason I said that was because...
Just to get out there.
Yeah, to get out there. TalkSport will pay for it. So we get out there, and I was like, yeah, look, even Mike Tyson with, even a very off-key Mike Tyson should still beat Jake Paul. We saw him get out of the car, man. I saw him get out. Didn't realise how bad he was. So he gets out this big wagon, he gets out, and I think, fuck, he can't walk. We got problems here, you know what I mean? But I'm all in now. I've done it, you know what I mean? So, I've told the bosses it's a fight. We're going to see the end of Jake Paul. We need to get out there. The baddest man on the planet is back. Fuck, he can't walk. You got problems. And it was like that. It was like that. But it was a great experience, great trip.
AJ, again, we are both friends. We spoke about at the start of the show. Is there more? Are we going to see more? Is that it?
We're definitely going to see more.
A couple more?
Yeah, we're definitely going to see more.
Tony Yoka? Or no?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly Tony Yoka, who was...
Who said that?
Yeah. Listen, I know what you want. I know what you want. You don't want Tony Yoka. None of us really do.
I actually want Martin Bakuni.
But look, all roads lead to Tyson Fury, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
I think there's only one fight left for AJ and for Tyson Fury, and that is them two boxing together. That cements the modern era of boxing. That's the fight that we haven't got that we need now know who was the best at what time, etc., etc. Yeah, they may both be past their best.
I don't
That
mind
is
it.
the fight we need. But they're both going to have one more before that. So you got to give him it. Like, they can't put him in with someone like a Moses Talma.
Why can't AJ fight Tyson Fury now?
Well, he could.
Okay.
But they're not going to, are they?
Why?
Because they're going to have a warm-up fight each, because that's what they do.
To make more
But
money?
you've got to be careful, because like at this stage...
Both could lose.
High risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's high risk for both of
Who
them.
wins out of AJ and Fury?
I'm saying AJ.
Yeah, but don't say it as a friend. I mean,
I'm
who
not.
wins?
I'm saying AJ.
You think AJ wins?
Yeah, I
Knockout.
just think that AJ at this stage of their careers has looked after himself better. Stylistically, I've seen them spar, by the way, as well. A little bit of insight. A long time ago, though, to be fair.
How
It
long?
was a long time.
Wait, how long ago?
So it was when AJ was preparing for the Olympics. Fury had only
Oh.
had a couple as a pro. Yeah, it was a long time.
That's like
Doesn't
30
matter, though,
years
does
ago.
it?
No, 30 years ago.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, though, does it?
I
What
saw
I'm saying
Ade
is-
run 100 metres 20 years ago.
Yeah, but AJ still boxes the same style as so does Fury. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying stylistically, I just believe that AJ will beat Tyson Fury.
All right, final one. Look at 22 seconds to go.
Does anyone agree with me there, by the way?
Oh, one second. I heard a lot of no's.
Yeah, I did.
I heard a lot of no's. They were all yeses 5 years
All right,
ago.
let's rephrase the question.
This is my show. What are you doing?
Can we rephrase the question? Does anyone here want AJ to win? That'll do. That's lovely.
That says a lot, though. You know?
Yeah.
That says a lot. They all want him to win, but a lot think he won't win.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That says a lot.
Perhaps
That says
I'm thinking with my heart, not my head.
Same, I do it as well. Canelo, AJ, Tyson Fury, I tweeted about this the other day. They are easily in the last decade the biggest stars of boxing.
Yes.
Ticket sales, arenas, pay-per-view, just general interest about all of them. They've all got a year left, max, right? Who is the next person? Like, I felt like America had so many options, Javante, Ryan, Shakur, Devon, and they've all kind of fell over a little bit in terms of wanting that. Who is the next person to take boxing to that next stage? Who is that guy?
Moses Atama. Without a doubt, Ben. Do you know what it is? I know what you're going to say here, because he's unbelievable in the ring, and the way that he goes about his business, the execution of his finishes, and all that. You just go, wow, superstar status. But we need a little something outside of it. He's 20 years of age. The kid is growing, and he will grow as over the next 12 months or 24 months. I think he'll become that character as well. Because he's a very likeable person, but he's a little bit shy and reserved at the moment.
He's getting better.
But
20's 20.
That's what
He's
I'm
young.
saying.
He's young.
But Moses Atama is the guy that will fly the flag for British boxing over the next 10 years, I would say.
Can I ask you some quick questions?
Yeah.
I think they're telling me to rap with you. Who wins right now? This is a right now thing. This isn't a tomorrow.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, sorry. Moses Talma versus Daniel Dubois right now.
Moses. Moses.
Wow.
Moses.
Then Ade, shut the fuck up. That was like, Ade, shut the fuck up.
No,
Moses versus Parker right now.
Parker, yeah.
Parker.
Yeah.
Parker. Moses versus
I'm going with this
Caballero.
one. Huh?
Moses versus Caballero.
Oh, you got to go Caballero right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's
Caballero?
the dark horse of the division, actually. Like, he's a tough night for anyone right now.
Yeah.
Right now, but you got to let Moses will be the guy. That is for sure.
Could Moses...
12 months, Moses will beat all of them. There you go.
Okay.
All right, in 12 months, Moses will be world champion.
Okay, if Moses was to fight, I know what you're going to say, but let me... Yeah. If Moses was to fight an in-shape Bacoli right now, in shape, like a 270-pound Bacoli,
That's a tough fight.
I think so as well.
That's a very tough fight. But you know, people...
Okay, wait.
People
Last one before you go. Time is running out. Moses versus your friend AJ right now.
Oh, why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Moses
Why did you-
versus Anthony
Is that
Josh.
the time? Is that it? Listen, it's lovely knowing you all. See you all, yeah. That's a tough one.
Tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very tough
Don't answer.
yeah.
AJ's going to watch this. Don't answer.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Very tough.
Might block you on Instagram.
I love you, AJ.
Same here. I love you, AJ. Unblock me, please. Spence, appreciate it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
cheers.
Top man.
Well done. Thank you.
I love Spencer Oliver. We work... Where you going? It's not over yet, and I'm joking. I love Spencer Oliver. We work at TalkSport with each other. We travel the world... No, go. It's done. We work with TalkSport with each other. He does so much. And again, like, honestly, for those of you of a certain age like me, that with a bit of grey in the beard, you might remember his accident, and it was horrific. So to see him now, not just walking and talking, but to do what he does, I think, honestly, is fantastic. And I think it's him. It's the drive that he has in himself. All right, my next guest I love this man. I almost feel like he's my little protege. He reached out to me on YouTube like 5 years ago. And he was like, Ade, I want to start a YouTube channel. Help me. A bit like you, my man. You're coming. Your time's coming. He's like, Ade, help me. And I was like, I don't really want to, no. I invited him down. He came all the way from Ireland, as I know someone here has. Who's come from Ireland here, by the way? That's crazy. We're going to meet after. That's incredible. That's incredible. He came all the way from Ireland to my house. I actually let him come to my flat, which was a bit risky. I don't know why I did that. Didn't know him. I was like, come inside. He came inside, didn't steal anything, and we're still friends. And he's grown his own YouTube channel. He's like what I was 5 years ago. I, unfortunately now, can't say what I used to say. Those of you that used to watch me know I used to talk crazy. And I used to say whatever. But the problem is you go and see these fighters, and they don't like it too much. Like Dillian White put it on me. Did you guys watch the thing? Put it on me, and I was like, right, Dillian's kind of big. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't this big. So it's difficult for me to say what I want to say. So I kind of live through this man that's going to come on the stage next because he doesn't have to meet them. And I think he's very good. I think he's one of the best at what he does. G-Man, ladies and gentlemen.
This is nice.
This is good, isn't it?
This is different.
He was very nervous.
I wasn't.
That's definitely alcohol.
That could be zero.
God, no, it's not. It's not. G-Man, how are you?
I'm good. Well, this is nice.
I feel like all of this. Do you guys all know G-Man, right? Yeah. Wow. Fuck me.
Say that.
That's crazy.
Save the best to last.
Yeah, that's debatable. Debatable. This is. Did you hear what I was saying about you?
I did, and thank you. I appreciate that.
Our journey is just that, by the way. So, G-Man, honestly, this is you emailed me.
Emailed you 2019, and I said at the time, starting a YouTube channel. I don't really know what I'm doing. Really, I had it made already. I think I had like a couple of videos. Didn't really know what I was doing. You reached out to me. We had a WhatsApp call.
Yeah, I did.
And then I think you were in Nigeria or South Africa.
Yeah.
You gave me a mention, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was a go.
What a nice guy I am.
You are. And
honestly.
Who would have thought, though, 5, 6 years later, like, who would have thought you'd be doing this, much less having me along with you?
No, I just think your work ethic's insane.
Yeah.
Like, you do, like, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you don't need to do a video on everything.
No, but I know.
AJ's gone to the shop. I was like, video, G-Man. AJ, I was like, G-Man, you don't need to do that video.
All right.
Yeah.
But I do.
But you do. But you do. Let's talk about the biggest fight everyone's saying of the 21st century. Mm-hmm. Canelo Crawford.
Oh, yeah, Canelo's going to win.
It's the one fight that we disagree on, because we're quite agreeable. It's the one fight where I feel like we kind of take the gloves off and want to spar ourselves. You think Canelo's going to win?
Oh, yeah, he is going to win.
Because of your ginger?
No, it's nothing to do with the ginger. It's nothing to do with the ginger.
What is it? Why do you think Canelo's going to beat Terence Crawford?
I think it's the size. I think Canelo's been hit by Triple G. He's been hit by Kovalev. He's been hit by Bivol, right? He's been in there with fighters who are skilled. He's been in there with fighters who are fast. He's been in there with fighters who are bigger than him. So he knows what he's going to expect. Crawford, biggest fighter he's been in with in terms of size is Ramajamov. Okay, struggled a little bit in that. Biggest puncher, Spence, maybe?
Yeah, agreed, yeah.
You know, these are good fighters in their division. They're paled into insignificance in comparison to the super middleweights and light heavyweights.
Do you not think that... Sorry, I feel like we're doing our pod right in front of you guys.
Yeah, literally.
Sorry, it's almost like they're not here. Do you not feel like Canelo is done? Like, did you not see like enough in that William Skull fight to think maybe the Canelo thing's done? 20 years in boxing, 20 years of sparring, 20 years of getting hit, 20 years of training camps. Do you not think like it's caught up to him?
I seen him look bad in that fight. I seen his legs look slow, but they've always looked slow. He's always had slow feet. Against a mover like William Skull, who's doing everything in his power not to get hit and not do anything, you're not going to look good. It's as simple as that. Crawford, on the other hand, right?
Incredible.
Last time we seen him, he didn't look amazing. It's been a year, and he is older. He's 38 now.
He's 38, but doesn't look 38.
He doesn't look 38.
The black don't crack thing, isn't it, I think?
He certainly doesn't look it, but how do we know he's not lost a step overnight?
He could have.
Just the thing, we're basing him off the Crawford who fought Spence and the Crawford who fought Majamov, right? Look good, right? How many times have we seen a fighter look good in one fight? Not taking any damage, anything like that. Very next fight. Oh, he looks slow. Oh, he's getting hit or he's losing. I think something like that could happen. He's due a bad performance.
Okay, how confident are you? So, like, I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Right.
You seem to have this look on your face. You're giving me this look where you seem to suggest it's a 70-30 or something.
Oh, that literally was going to say.
70-30.
In favour of Canelo.
Does anyone think Crawford's going to win here? That didn't sound like the majority.
I was going to say, didn't sound like the majority.
Okay. Does anyone think Canelo's going to win?
There we go.
Fuck. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're wrong. you're all wrong. Okay, I understand. Is there I think we have a roving mic. Do you have a roving mic? Cool, we're going to answer some questions, G-Man. It's going to be like a live Q&A that we normally do. Okay, who's got a question for me and G-Man? Who's got, oh, damn, hands out quick.
Hello guys, you right?
Not bad.
So, obviously as a North Londoner...
Wait, Arsenal or Spurs?
Chelsea. Oh. No comment.
1 second, security! Get him out now!
So, obviously we're here for boxing. So, I'm a North Londoner. Obviously I back AJ all the way. I know he's had a few losses. But my question basically is, let's say Usyk stayed in the cruiserweight division. What do you think his trajectory would have been? Because obviously, if he didn't have those 2 losses, he wouldn't have had that mandatory. What do you think he would have gone on to do? Would he have been undisputed?
What would have AJ gone on to do?
Yeah.
If there was no Usyk, basically.
Yeah, if he stayed at cruiserweight, do you think he would have gone for undisputed? Or what do you think his trajectory would have been?
That's a great question, isn't it?
Good question. Personally, for me, I think the Fury fight would have been easier to make. Fury would have got through Wilder. AJ would have had a mandatory, probably wouldn't have been as dangerous. So you can never assume, but he probably would have got through him, and we would have seen the Fury fight probably in 21.
You know, my thing with AJ, I feel like even prior to Usyk, we saw the damage with the Ruiz fight. I was in Saudi for the rematch, and when AJ lost a lot of weight, remember he came down quite a lot, and I still felt like I saw sort of the remnants of the Ruiz fight. So I don't know, man. I think we would have got the Wilder fight because they would have pushed to it. I think they were very close to that Wilder fight, and I think we would have got the Fury fight. I don't know if he'd have become I would love to think, because I'm a big AJ fan, that he would have become undisputed. But Wilder and Fury would have been tough fights for AJ. The Wilder that was like just knocking everyone out without any fear, that'd have been a tough night ass for AJ. Don't you think?
It would have been a horrible night for him. I always said Wilder prime would have beaten.
You think?
Oh yeah, he would have landed that right hand.
What was Wilder prime? Luis Ortiz?
Yeah, Luis Ortiz. I want to say 2017 to 2019.
What was AJ prime? Klitschko?
Klitschko to Povetkin. I think after that Povetkin fight, you see, that's
AJ's a better boxer than Wilder, though.
Much better.
Yeah.
But AJ, cautious against... So let's say he fought him after Andy Ruiz. Cautious after Andy Ruiz. Would have made a mistake, and Wilder would have just one right hand. That would have been it. That's it. It would have been done.
You might be right. I hate that you're right.
I know.
All right, questions. More questions. Let's go. Oh. It's going to be a tough question. I can see his face. He's ready.
He's got the serious
He's got that boxing question on there.
Yeah.
He's going to test our skills and knowledge.
He's had this ready to go.
In 1922.
So yeah, my question is, typically, I guess, if you ask people who's the greatest of all time, everyone will say Muhammad Ali. I was a young child at the time. And 2 of the best fighters I think I've seen were Gennady Golovkin and Lomachenko. I think they're both retired now anyway. When it's all said and done, will the history books be favourable in terms of the losses that they had?
Oh, it's a great question. Yeah. History will not be kind to Lomachenko.
No, it won't.
Won't be kind.
It's going to show that every time he made that big jump up, he lost.
Yeah, every time he had the fight, he
yeah.
lost the fight. But if you just watched him, you know, like, I almost feel like it's a bit like football now with stats, and I hate stats, and XG and all that crap. If you just watch, and if you just watched Lomachenko, like, you could think, if you just watched and you didn't know, like, he had lost a few, you'd say, oh my God, this is the best boxer to ever, like, his movement was incredible.
The highlight reels speak for themselves. You look at them and you're thinking, this guy can't be hit. Like, his footwork, everything, it's just perfect. If you just did not know, you'd say, no, he is as perfect as can be.
I thought, it's a great question, by the way, I thought that Lomachenko would have the career and the notoriety that Usyk has.
Same.
So I thought Lomachenko was going to be Usyk. Because I remember when I did the Lomachenko, sorry, did I do it? Shit, I just lied, I didn't do it. But I remember when I watched Lomachenko versus Josh Taylor, and Usyk was in Lomachenko's corner. No one really kind of batted an eyelid at him. It was almost like the big guy that's there. Loma was the guy.
He was the guy, yeah. That was, man, I remember that fight. And the only thing Usyk was known for was when Bob Arum was there and he did that face behind him. That's the only thing he was known for.
Yeah, so I do think, to answer your question, I think Triple G, who's, again, one of my most favourite, he's incredible. Incredible, dude.
Honestly.
Like, he was killing people.
Canelo, Golovkin won that fight.
What's that?
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
a double
yeah.
question? 1 second.
Just adding my point, I think Golovkin won that fight.
Yeah,
not wrong.
exactly, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I almost feel like Golovkin got... That could have been his CV where we do remember him. If he beat Canelo and got the result, that would have been it.
That would have been him. If he'd have beaten Canelo that night, which he did, let's be real, he did beat Canelo that night, then we're talking about Golovkin as one of the... Where he's up there with the Marvin Haglers. He already is, but no one's debating it.
Okay, cool. Before we go to the next question, who's got another question, by the way? Oh, this is good. No,
Yeah.
Pam. No, you're not asking a question, Pamela. No. This isn't family and friends question time. Next question. Who's got a question? Yeah, get the mic.
How you doing? Great show, by the way. After seeing what Usyk's done to the heavyweight division, do you feel we tend to overrate British heavyweights more than we need to?
Oh. Damn.
No.
You stay in Britain. That's a tough question. You get deported for answering that wrong.
I don't think we have. I think Usyk is just that good. He's just that
Do
good.
we not overrate them a little bit?
No, if Usyk wasn't there, just think of this, right? Fury, AJ, Dubois. Just think what they'd be doing if there wasn't.
Yeah, I agree. I think if Usyk wasn't there, the heavyweight division would be so good.
It'd be amazing.
He's almost making it look crap because he's destroying everyone. Like, can you imagine how competitive the fights would be for those 3 or 4? And you can chuck the rest in. Parker, Cabiel.
Yeah.
He's just come and just embarrassed us, everyone.
Yeah, these Joshua, Fury, Dubois, they're all really, really good. Just Usyk is just better.
Yeah.
Simple as. Usyk is just better.
That's what it is. I do feel like we desperately need a good American heavyweight. I feel like the Brits are not going to get the respect because they think America runs boxing.
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah, even though it's like their 10th best sport. Yeah. But
literally,
because there's not a big American heavyweight, I'd love Moses to go over to America and knock someone out.
Oh, that'd be glorious.
Beautiful.
It would
ain't
be
gonna happen
glorious.
because there's no one. There's no one to knock out. All right, questions. This is really... Oh. Sifa, you're getting your steps in today, boy.
Hiya, gents. Adam from Birmingham.
Adam!
How we doing?
He's been following me for ages. Adam, what's going on?
this morning, say.
Yes.
Thanks for always reaching back out, Ade, and G-Man yourself in recent memory as well. Trip down from Birmingham today, so yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. That's not easy. Those tickets now, ticket prices on the train.
Man.
That's not easy.
Books in advance, so yeah. I got onto your channel, Ade, after Hatman advised me to watch one of your videos many years ago. And Hatman always goes on about how this is back onto the heavyweights, golden era of heavyweight boxing. After the dark days of the Klitschko's, as great as there was. Do you agree that we are coming out of a golden era of heavyweights as opposed to the 70s and the 90s? I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree, but Hatman, as you know, knows his stuff, and he always says that this is a golden era of heavyweights. Do you agree?
I agree it's a golden era, but we're not coming out of it. We ain't coming out of it. We've got Atelma, we've got Bakadir Jalilov, we've got Daniel Dubois, we still have Joseph Parker. He's kind of coming into this new era. Man, we've got loads. We might be coming out of a golden era of that era, but we're going into a new golden era, 100%. It might be a little bit more one-sided. I think Atelma may just stand on his own a bit more than the other guys did before Usyk came, but we're still going into another golden era, definitely.
It is another golden era. Thanks for coming, by the way, dude. Honestly, thank you.
You're welcome.
It is another golden era, but I am concerned because we were almost lucky to have an era of powerhouses in terms of Wilder, Fury, AJ, and Usyk all in the same era. So we had like 4 superstars all in the same era. And then you can honestly, add Derek Chisora and Dillian White, who gave us like incredible fights as well, and Joseph Parker. These guys are all in their mid to late 30s. So I am a bit concerned. I'm maybe not as confident as G-Man. I do feel like we're going to lose 7 or 8 in the next year, all at the same time. And we haven't got a 7 or 8 to replace them.
Yeah. Would you agree we're not appreciating this era as much as we should as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think some people like to run it down, not as great as Lewis, Tyson, Ali.
I think because we didn't get AJ Wilder and AJ Fury.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck, Mel? How the fuck has that not happened, Mel?
Yeah.
How have we not got
was my
AJ
next
Fury
point,
and AJ Wilder in this era?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And considering they were all champions at one stage at the same time, they were all in their 20s, they all didn't have mandatories, and they still didn't get the fights made.
Crazy.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Another question. Oh, Mike, I don't know where it's going to go. I have no idea. This is like...
Over this side. Why not?
Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Hello, TT.
So I'm by no means an expert in boxing, but I have a 18-year-old son who literally follows you on YouTube, and he's like a super fan. And I think he would really like this question. So what do you think about this whole sort of social media influencers doing boxing, becoming boxing stars and fighting like the big names? And like, what do you think about it? Like, do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's something that shouldn't be happening?
Hey, 1 second. He's trying to ruin the bag. I did Misfits the other day.
You did do Misfits.
Got a house to buy.
Listen, I, for one, right, I love car crash TV. I love it. And that's what Misfits is. So it's fine in my book. And listen, there are people out there who maybe their son is getting into, but I've heard stories, subscribers have told me this. They've got their son, who's maybe 12, 13, 14, to watch Alexander Usyk fight, don't care. To watch Tyson Fury fight, don't care. To watch a Misfits show, I'm on. I want to watch it. Let's get it. Let's buy it.
Like Jake Paul has done that.
Exactly.
Like, I've met Jake Paul so many times, and he's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, I know how people get pissed off with Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul versus AJ, potentially Mike Tyson. But he has this way of just drawing you in.
Yeah, he has that.
And I think Mel spoke about it as well. Like, a lot of the fighters, they maybe don't clock on to how they should be doing their social media to engage the younger fighters or the younger fans, sorry. And these social media guys, they know exactly what they're doing. They're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, they've got a YouTube channel, they're on Twitter. You ask a boxer to tweet, and they're asking their manager to do it. They don't want to do it. So
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Dubois. This is a good one, is it? Yeah, brilliant.
But the question is, are they credible? Like, do you actually believe that they're actually good fighters, or you just think it's showmanship?
I actually believe some of them. I think boxing's the hardest sport in the world. And a lot of these social media influencer people don't need to do this. Like, there are easier things you could do.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul's been fighting for 5 years, and I've seen him train. And look, is he Muhammad Ali? Absolutely not. But he's trying. And he's doing everything that you can do to become a good boxer. So look, I respect it. They're not great, but they're not bad.
Yeah. Did you see Joey Essex?
But they have a go.
That wasn't, define not great, that was just crap.
What?
Joey Essex. There's not great, and then there's that. Like, literally, I would have got an epileptic, put him in a well-lit room, he would have looked better than that. Seriously. Yes, he's taking a drink after that. He's taking a drink. I did, I broke him with that.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment, no comment. Wait, is that time up?
No.
Not a special guest.
We've got a special guest? Who? Who's our special guest? Hey! Hey!
Oh man, how are you, man? Good to see you, man.
The big man, David Adelaide, is here. One more, please, for David Adelaide. I must have reached out to David yesterday.
2 days ago, I think.
2 days ago, I said, David, look, I need you.
Yeah.
I said, I need you, please come to this. But as a friend, come to this because I've been cheering this man as a cheerleader for ages now. And seeing what you guys would have seen his fight. I know a lot of you would have watched his fight against Filip Hrgović. And that was that was a war.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing is, we're getting to the airport together. I'm like, how are you not lying down? Why are you leaving to go to the airport? How you feeling, David?
No, I'm good. You know, I'm healthy, and that's the main thing. So yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah?
Rock and roll, and go again.
Go again?
Yeah.
How many times have you watched that fight back?
Painfully, about 10, 15.
You thought you had him, didn't you, as well?
I thought I did, you know, and yeah, I know. And you know what? I got complacent, and I got this thing where I think to myself, once I've cut him, I said, once I land that big shot on him, I'm going to say, oh.
Whoa, see the power.
Yeah, no, I thought to myself, once I land that big shot on him, I'm going to send him home. And I kept looking for it, but obviously boxing's not like that. It's an art. You got to kind of go back to what you do that caused that problem. So, look, it's a learning experience. And I think sometimes people take losses as real life-defining moments, and they ain't. They're lessons, depending on how you take it. So, I'm here in front of you guys, being beautiful and being myself.
That was, it was so hard for me because I have love for David. We're two like British Nigerians, so that kind of brings us closer as well. So again, I'm supposed to be neutral. I'm there supposed to be like, I like you and Philip.
Yeah.
But you know, when you started landing those shots, what round was it?
Round 8.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, oh my God, he's going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I was like, and then I was like, bro, this brother ain't going down.
We're going down.
And you were landing the biggest shots ever. What's it like when you land the big, and you know it connects, and the brother doesn't move?
It's funny, you know, because...
Funny?
So I got dropped, and I got back up, and I looked over at him, and the referee said, "You're right." So I balanced on one leg, like, of course I am, you know. He looked at me like, David, and then he just said, "Look, box." But I was all right, and I knew my legs were there, so I stuck a jab, threw a 1-2, and I could see that he obviously thought I was hurt, way more hurt than I was, and instead of bouncing back, he was just leaning back. So I waited for him to throw a combination again, and then I timed the left hook, and then managed to catch him, and I thought, I got him, I could hear my coach saying, "Go for him, Dave." I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm like, yeah. So I go for him, and I remember, because obviously it was the 8th round, it was a grueling.
That's a big round.
It was, and after that, he didn't go over. I looked at him, like, what the hell? And but yeah, it was a good fight. You know, a lot of people were talking about it afterwards. You know, when you're in there, you don't really get to see what the round's like. So it was only after when you get to the change room, when you get to your hotel, everyone was like,
crazy fight. Even Turkey, I think, put it on his Instagram or Twitter saying this is what he wants.
Yeah. You know, grueling. Thank you, man. Thank you.
It was though. Yeah. It was exactly how I knew it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, David, like, if you were going to lose, you're going to go out. You're going to throw. But do you know now that you're that's the level? That's where you are?
100%, you know, it's a level that you would want to fight at. And look, we get into boxing to take risks. Right? I think a lot of fighters nowadays, they worry about their record. But it's like records are for DJs, you know. You know what I mean? When the fighters that I grew up watching all lost. You know, they all had losses on their record and it didn't define them. So, look, if you think you're that good, you've got to take the risks. And I believe in myself, so I just take the risks. And, yeah.
I kind of want you to stop taking risks now. No, sorry, I need one easy one. I feel like it's been back.
No, I want to go in there again and get these big fights. That's a good fight. Whoever said that. That's a good fight. Dave Allen's a good fight. Well, I think Dave Allen's obviously got his hands tied up. But
who said a Coley? No Nigerian war. We're not doing this. No,
You know what? Akoli was cheering for me a lot, actually, my last fight.
Akoli was cheering for you a lot. As soon as you started landing, I saw like the footage behind the scenes, and Akoli was jumping up.
Yeah, he was. And, so I got a lot of love for him. I'd love for him anyways, but it was always a good fight. But he's got one fight left.
And he's a big brother.
He's a big brother
as well. What's all this black on black crime? What is all this?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know, boxing's in a place now where I think obviously where it was now to where it was 20 years ago when the Klitschko brothers were dominating is completely different. There's so many fighters now, you know, and there's times when then I forget that I box on TV, so I'm in Sainsbury's and people are like, "You're right, mate." I'm like, yeah. Oh, good fight. I'm like, oh shit, you know what? Yeah, good fight, yeah.
You're a superstar now.
Yeah, like I was just literally putting some perfume on before I came in there, making sure I smell good. You never complimented me. Making sure I smell good. And I just saw someone say, "Go on, bro," and I'm like, "Yes." And he was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
I don't know why I was saying yes, but he said yes. And I was like, bloody hell, it was weird.
I saw you at the airport. I remember the first thing I said to you was, "Please go on holiday."
Yeah.
Have you been on holiday yet?
I'm actually going on holiday tomorrow again.
Oh, you've been on holiday once, you got again?
Spain, came back for 3 days, and I'm going back tomorrow.
When does do you religiously go to gym or?
Yeah. You want to stay in shape, right? So like, there's a gym in a hotel and whatnot, so you kind of use their facilities. I did a run this morning, so yeah.
So you're ready to go?
Ready to go.
When though? When's realistic?
There's a big card in October. There's a big card in December.
Card in October. Don't say anything about that card.
I won't say.
Okay.
Because I ain't getting my ass in trouble.
Yeah, because I'll get in trouble as well. Yeah.
There's a big card in October. But the October card,
that's quick, dude.
It is. It's too quick. That's why.
Too quick.
I feel like it'll be December. I think December's good, and once you have a fight in December, you always feel good after Christmas. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you deserve that Christmas.
Like exactly that.
Yeah.
I'm putting some kilos in Christmas.
Yeah. You know, Amir Khan's doing a card in Nigeria, October. Are you coming?
October.
You coming out?
It depends, because if I've obviously fighting in December, it'll be hard to kind of break up the train and fly over there
fair.
and come back.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, she's telling me to wrap. Oh, but quickly, anyone got any questions for Adelaide? Forget the mic. Go on. Who's got a loud voice?
Yeah, loud voice.
Go on. Wait. Go Go on. I don't know who's going to do it.
I know this guy.
You know him?
I see you. I watch your stuff on YouTube. What do you call? You do the breakdowns.
He does the breakdowns of the finances.
Yeah. I've been watching you on YouTube. Like,
He's good, isn't he? He's good, isn't he?
Yes.
Don't hype him. He's too good.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. My name's Jordan. My YouTube channel is called The Long Play, so shout out to you.
Yeah, man.
Jordan reached out to me when I got 100,000. And he... But no. He only did that because he got 100,000 before me.
I beat you, bro.
He beat me.
I've got a money question. David, I love you. I've watched your fights.
Yeah.
Is the turkey bag real?
Yeah.
That's all, bro. I love you, man.
Hey, that turkey bag nice, isn't it? That turkey bag nice.
You know, I
ain't got
buy
a turkey
things I
bag.
don't need. I might go get a pony. You know.
Really? One more question for David. Go on. Who's got it?
No, let's go over here. Go over it.
Oh, sorry. We might do two.
Yeah.
They're going to kick us out. They're gonna, hey, you know, what can they do? Hey, what can they do?
Adelaide, I don't want to piss you off, but hear me out. I wanted you to beat Farry Wardley. I was pissed when you didn't.
Oh, man.
But hear me out, yeah? One question quickly.
He's had a drink, innit?
Draw you out. Yeah, I have. I won't lie, bro.
He's had a drink.
Or two.
Tongue out when you're fucking hurt. Do you think that's bait or not?
It depends. You know what it is?
Nah,
wear my
'cause
heart
I
on
love
my
it. I
sleeve.
love it.
Yeah. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so sometimes...
I hate when you do it as well, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
things ain't planned. It's just, you know, but when I watch it back, I'm like, oh, why did I do that? So, yeah.
All right, one more before they kick us out. One more. Who's got the loudest voice? Go on. Oh, Jake. Hey, Jake. Welcome, brother.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So, David, honestly, absolute war. Honestly, massive respect. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't a fan. I am a fan now. Okay? Huge fan now.
I love that.
Ade Apadipo.
Why was you
Gman.
a fan in the first place?
I don't know. Honestly, Ade, Gman, you guys know I've been a massive fan since the start. Huge fan. I just want to say one thing, okay? We waited 8 years between Wilder, Tyson Fury, and Joshua to make Undisputed, okay? Usyk did it between 2021 and 2024, okay? Let's put some respect on that man's name. And hang on. That was during COVID, and his country was invaded.
What's the question, Jake? We got to go.
There's no question. It's just, No. Okay, wait. Okay, Ade, all I'm saying is, he became undisputed within 3 years and unified champion against 3 world champions, and his country was invaded by Russia, not get political, and who had COVID, and he still became undisputed in 2024. People that argue that Usyk is not a top 5 heavyweight, nah, I'm sorry. He's insane. He's just brilliant.
COVID and war, this is going to get demonetized. Next question.
We got one more.
Last one before we go. We got to wrap. Last one.
Ade. So sorry. No, I'm trying to cut you up.
No, go on.
Quick question. Don Charles, how detrimental, was he in the failure of Daniel Dubois?
I'll answer that.
Go ahead.
I don't think he was, because I think Don Charles done a good job for Dubois.
Yeah.
His 3 biggest wins came under Don Charles's tutelage. So I think it's unfair. I think Dubois just got this thing where I boxed with Dubois in the amateurs. You know, he used to box for a lot of amateur clubs. So he'll be at our club 1 month or 2-3 months, and he'll box for another club. So it's just a thing that his dad makes him do, just change trainers. If things ain't the way they're meant to be, or he doesn't like certain things, he just changes. So yeah, credit to Don Charles. And I just feel like Don Charles gets thrown under the bus sometimes. But you know, sometimes it's one of them things where when you're seen on TV, people have a perception of your personality. When I had a occasion with Wardy on the red carpet, and everyone afterwards used to see me and that. They'd look, and then when I'd wave at them, they'd wave like, oh, hello, and I'm like, nah, don't worry, I don't bite, you know, I'm not crazy. But everyone's just got a perception, and once you speak to them, like, oh, wait, he's a human being, he's got feelings, so. Yeah, I feel like, in that sort of saying, Don Charles is a good coach. I just think Dubois or his dad didn't like what he was getting anymore and left. So.
There you go. Guys, look, I'm not joking, they're so upset with me, we've gone over, way over. But remember, we're all going upstairs to the rotunda. I was going to say I'll put money behind the bar, but there's too many of you. So, we can have a couple of drinks, take some photos and stuff. But I want to take one big selfie as well.
Yeah, cool.
Where's my phone? Yeah, let's do this. Remember, we've got to make it look like there's 10,000 in here. David, come in. G-Man, David, let's go.
Come on.
There we go.
Oh man.
Oh, wait. Again. I've got to do it again. Shit. Okay.
Yo, everyone's doing it together.
Oh, 1 second. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, shit. Everyone's got to do the boxing pose at least once. Come on. Pleasure, man. Pleasure.
Make some noise for Adele. Thank you for coming.
Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now. Adeola Depot, brought to you by Undisputed.